Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 20 of Flourish. And so remember, there's only 21 days in Flourish. I'm just telling you now because I know that a few people, because of the new system, before we used to do 28 days, we do 25, 21. So now we're trying to manage, just more engagement in things that we do, things that we're going away and doing and stuff like that. So day 21 of Flourish, we're going to move into the hips, going to do strong legs. We're going to stand. I think there's going to be some water whooshing somewhere in the middle of it. And I forgot Facebook again. So great, so come lie on the floor and we shall begin. Come. So great, so land on the floor, knees are bent, and just feel the floor beneath you. Have your belt handy. Great. And then just rock your knees from side to side. Rocking your knees, and as you travel back through the center, imprint your spine and then drop your knees to the side. Imprint your spine over to the side. Imprint, side, and one more time. Imprint and side. Nice. So stretch your two legs up towards the ceiling and put your belt around your foot, your both feet. And have your feet so that they are 1 or 2 inches apart. And this is first thing in the morning for a lot of you. So kind of bend one knee a little bit, bend the other knee. So I have this image that I'm squishing grapes right now. So a little bit of a straightening, squish. But I'm staying in the belt as I do this. Straightening, straightening, straightening. Try both knees. Bend both knees, stretch both legs, pushing the couch. Bend both knees, straighten both legs. Where do you feel this movement? Is it your back, your bum, the backs of your thighs, the backs of your knees, your calves? Is it everything? Just notice as you create this movement. And then just rock from side to side. So you're holding on to your belt, your elbows are tucked in, so your shoulders are moving away from your shoulders. And you're just rocking from one side to the other side. There's a moment of a pull. So as my legs travel right, my right hand is really solid. And as I travel to the left, my left arm is really solid. I feel like I have a horse and I'm holding onto the reins of a horse. Nice. And then draw a circle with your legs. As you circle, how big of a circle can you naturally create with your legs towards the ceiling? And then circle in the other direction. Nice. Come to center. Hold a bit higher on your belt. And just pause. Breathe down into your legs. Widen into the back of your body. Slow things down. And so there's different ways we can meet our bodies. One is in motion, where we're kind of meeting and moving. And the other one is in stillness, where we lean into something and really be present to something. So we did one first, and now we're just meeting this in stillness. What parts of your legs can you feel most clearly? Can you deepen your breath into those areas that are calling to you? Nice. Keep only the right leg in the belt, and then bring your left foot to the floor and draw your right knee closer towards you. So individually, you'll have more flexibility through your legs because they are slightly different from each other. Nice. And then bring your right leg out towards the right. So my leg is straight and it's out towards the right. Bring it back up to center. Right leg out towards the right. Back up to center. Right leg out towards the right and pause. So you're stretching down into your right heel. You're pulling on your belt with your right hand. I also like having the anchor of the left hand on the belt as well. So my left elbow's on the floor, my left hand is resting on my rib cage, but that's the deep anchor for my leg over towards the right. And my left knee has traveled a little bit towards the left as well. Stretch down into that right leg. And then come back up to center. Change. Belt is on the left foot, right foot's on the floor. And just pull your left leg towards you. Nice. And then bring your left leg out to the left and back up to center. Left leg to the left, center. One more time, left leg to the left and pause. So my right knee has traveled a little bit to the right, counterbalancing this. My right elbow is anchored on the floor and is the deep anchor. And then my left hand is also holding to the belt. And then I'm going to engage and be really strong into my left leg. Breathing, connecting, deepening. Nice. Come back to center, release your belt, and then hold on to the backs of your knees and bring your knees wide. So it's like happy baby pose. We're going to start low. So bring your hands to the backs of your knees and pull your knees towards your shoulders. Feet are over your knees. And just deepen your breath. Because your knees are wide, somehow it releases something in my lower back. I have more of a potential of movement than when my legs are straight. And so just feel lower back is softening and widening. Breath is in your belly. On every exhalation, can you sink a little bit more of your lower back to the floor? Nice. Maybe reach up and hold on to your ankles and drop your shoulders. So a bit like with the belt, hold on firmly where you're holding on and then drop your shoulders and sink a bit deeper into the floor. How deeply can you sink your breath? How deeply can you sink your breath? I was thinking about it over the weekend. You know, there's some of you who have done every single live class with me. Every single one. And if you couldn't do it live, then you definitely got to it. And like 1,050 or something, whatever it is now. Maybe 1,030 classes, maybe. And so, yeah, so Lorna, I know you're here every single day. Catherine, I know you're here every day. That's amazing. Really sink a bit deeper into your hips. And so I really want to, for me, this practice, this anchoring into sensation, into meeting, it's like sometimes I meet myself in motion and sometimes I meet myself in stillness. And this meeting of myself really adds richness and connection to my day. Maybe reach down, bring your hands to your soles of your feet, or maybe stay with your hands behind your knees or your hands on your ankles. And just a few breaths. Early morning, really meet what is in your body right now. Nice. Release. Bring both feet to the floor. Have your feet as wide as your mat. And then rock both knees down towards the right and just pause there. And I'm squeezing my left buttock and I'm pushing my left hip towards the right. So I'm really leaning into the front of my left thigh. I feel that sense of connection. Well, there's a yawn. So funny, that yawn class that I had last Sunday, it seems everybody was yawning with me. So lean deeper into the front of your chest on the left, front of your ribs on the left, the front of your thigh. Lean upwards and into it. Nice. Come back to center. Drop your knees. Your feet are as wide as your mat. So you should feel the edges of your mat underneath your toes. And then drop both knees down towards the right. And then just squeeze your right buttock and push your hips towards the left. And just feel yourself leaning in. Yeah, there's yawns here. Nice. One more time each side. Feet are as wide as your mat. Drop both knees down towards the right and then walk your left foot a little bit back towards the left and then squeeze your bum and lean into the front of your left hip. And if that's too strong, then walk your foot a little bit back towards your mat. How is it to really sink? So I'm actively pushing that front of my left hip towards the wall in front of me as such. Nice. Come back up to center. Feet are back even. And then drop your knees down towards the left. Maybe walk your right foot a little bit towards the right and then squeeze your bum and push your hip towards the left. Yeah, there's yawns in my hips. Come back to center. So feet are hip distance apart and then stretch your right leg long and bring your right leg off the side of your mat. Turn the baby toe side of your right foot to the floor. Slide your right foot up along the floor and then draw your right knee as close towards your right shoulder as you can out towards the side. And then stretch your leg long and reach out. So with your left knee bent, your pelvis will tilt as you draw your right knee up towards your right shoulder. And then stretch your leg long. Right knee out to the side as you drag your foot along the floor, frog leg, and then draw your knee up towards your shoulder and stretch long. Nice. We're going to try it with the left leg straight. Both legs are now straight. Right leg is off your mat and a little bit to the side. And now drag your right knee up and pull your right knee up towards your right shoulder and pause there. And then feel like you're standing on the left leg and get super strong into your left leg. Interlock your fingers and reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Imagine that you're standing. How would you reach in every direction? So engage into your foot, strong into your leg, widen your lower back, lengthen through your spine, reach into your arms. Flex that right foot, draw your knee a tiny bit closer towards your shoulder. Nice. Foot to the floor, stretch your leg long. Other side. So bend bend your right knee and bring your left foot off the side of your mat. Turn the baby toe side of the left foot to the floor. Drag your foot up along the floor and then draw your knee up towards your shoulder. Your pelvis will tilt because your right knee is bent. Stretch your leg long. And again, baby toe to the floor, slide your knee up towards your shoulder and feel the power that you have to engage in your pelvis to draw your knee up towards your shoulder. There's a moment where you're really using the muscles of your pelvis, of your belly. Stretch your leg long. One more time. Draw your knee up. Feel the squeeze. Feel the power. And stretch your leg long. Stretch both legs long. So your right leg is now long as well. Left foot is off your mat and to the side. Drag your foot up along the floor. Draw your knee up towards your shoulder. Feel that standing leg or the right leg. Stretch your leg long. And we're going to hold it next time. Draw your knee up towards your shoulder, out towards the side, and then stand deeply down into that right leg like you're pushing your heel away. Connect into the pelvis, widen it, lengthen through your spine, and then reach both arms straight up towards the ceiling, interlocking your fingers. Really deepen your breath as you extend long and strong. Nice. Drop, lengthen, roll over, and come into your cat pose. Nice. So bring your right foot straight out towards the right in your cat pose. And then pull your right elbow back towards the ceiling, and then reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. I'm reaching wide, and then bend your right elbow and dive underneath the left armpit and reach towards the left with your right hand. Pull your elbow back, reach your right hand up towards the ceiling, and then dive underneath your armpit and over towards the left. One more time. Pull your elbow back, reach up towards the ceiling, and then dive underneath your left armpit. Pause there, reaching towards the left with your right hand. My head is turned towards the left. My right elbow is scaffolding. Oh, my left hand is scaffolding for the pose. Nice. Both hands to the floor. And then just pull your left elbow back and come into lawnmower for just a moment. Right hand is really strong. Pulling deeply back through your left hand, left elbow. Nice. Both hands to the floor, both knees to the floor. Stretch the left leg straight out to the side. Pull the left elbow back. Reach the left hand straight up towards the ceiling. And then dive with your left hand under the right armpit. Pull your elbow back, reaching up. And then dive. I was amazed at all the different places that call to me as I move, reaching up towards the ceiling. And then dive as I travel. So it's not about just the holding of a pose, it's the traveling in and out of a pose that I find holds the information of how I mind myself when I'm in motion. Talking to a friend of mine the other day, she hurt her back, and just watching her navigate, leaning forward, moving in her life, I could really see the intelligence of tending to and minding the body. It comes from a practice of movement rather than stillness. Both hands to the floor, pull your right elbow back. Sorry. God, that must have been loud for you. I'm so sorry. Pull your right elbow back. Pause there. Both hands to the floor, both feet to the floor, stretch through your legs and bring your feet wide and walk your hands back. So now both legs are long and both hands are on the floor somewhere. Bend your right knee, straighten. Bend your left knee, straighten. Bend your right knee and turn your toes in whatever direction feels like your knees like it. For me right now, having my toes pointing forward feels really good for my knees. Is that true of your knees? Nice. Both elbows on your knees. Pause there for a moment. Sit deeply down. Nice. Turn the left foot towards the left. Keep the left elbow on your left thigh. Sweep your right hand over towards the left so that your hand is straight out from your face. Come back to center. Both toes are pointing forward. Turn your right foot towards the right and then stretch into the left arm over towards the right. Back to center. So just travel in a supported water whooshing. So as you travel through the center, you have your elbows on your knees, or you can have your hands on your knees. You can have your legs straight in the middle so that you travel down into it. How do you manage the deep inner groins, the deep inner thighs? How do you make this movement to travel from one side to the other and really attend to, listen to. Something in my right groin is telling me that I have to stand up in the middle as I turn. Whoop. Yeah, so listen, don't override your sensations. Listen, connect, deepen, and then come back to center. Both elbows on your knees. Pause. Both hands to the floor. Come sit on the floor. Stretch your legs out long. Pause. So reach both hands up towards the ceiling and then pull your elbows down into swan. And then reach your arms up and just dive really slowly forward. And as you dive, feel and listen to your spine. Pull your elbows down into swan, really listening and attending to sensations as you move. And then dive. Bend your elbows, pull down, reaching up, rounding forward. Pull your elbows down. So just really enjoy the movement of listening, or the presence of listening, or the job, the work of listening to your spine. What's the most wholesome movement that you can create diving forward? And then pulling your elbows into swan. Diving forward. Swan. Last time, diving forward. And swan. Super cool. Twist towards the right. Forest looks so beautiful. There's more and more leaves on the trees. There's a big ash tree. So just here, there's a huge tree just here in this corner. And it's an ash tree. And it looks like it's coming back. It's a little bit scrawny. In Ireland, all the ash trees are dying. There's a virus that it's a mold or something, or a virus. Twist towards the other side. And then we have the huge big ash tree above the chickens. And that's doing amazing. Probably all the chicken poo. So yeah, the ash tree above the chickens is really strong. So it looks like, fingers crossed, it will survive. Nice. Come back to center. Come into a cross-legged position or lie on the floor. Just bring your hands to your heart. So yeah, so that notion of, as we travel, can we hear our bodies, and that's enough, or the limit of ourselves? It's like my friend with the sore lower back. As she moved, I could see her attending to sensations and then stopping and then coming back from that place. So how do we do that with ourselves in our daily lives? How do we know when our limits or our boundaries are being met? What are the sensations in our body? What are the things that will tell you that your nervous system is not wholesome anymore, or is going into fight or flight or defense or whatever it is? Great question. How do you know? There is flourishing. You can flourish. You are flourishing. Just feel that. Just resonate deeply with that. There is flourishing. Wonderful. So lie down if you wish. Sorry, I went a little bit over time. Sorry. Yes, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you, really enjoy it. And those of you who missed the beginning, Radiate is what we're going to do in June. It's a 20-day journey. It's a little bit choppy. We have commitments. Sinead and I both have commitments that first weekend in June. So we're starting on the Tuesday after the bank holiday. And then again, I have a commitment in the centre. So I start back again on the 17th until the 28th. So a 20-day journey in June of Radiate. Yeah, I like that. I like the thought of radiating into the solstice. Nice. So be well, be awesome, be you, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.